Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday afternoon. It's been another busy week in the Senate and looking forward to a three-day weekend. On a different note, this is the Cutter Race weekend, and so I'm going home to help with the Cutter races, raise a little bit of money for the Shrine Hospital. But let me tell you a little bit about this week. It was, just packed with activity. We had a number of very interesting bills, solicited a lot of community input. For example, some of the bills that came by this week, over in the Senate, we approved and moved the bill through that said there's no prescriptions for marijuana in Wyoming. Now that's a House bill. It had already come through the House. We recognize that Colorado allows that, but Wyoming, until when the governor signs this bill, providing he does, it doesn't look like you're going to be able to get your marijuana prescription in Wyoming. All right, along the same lines, or excuse me, not quite the same lines, but the Aquatic Invasive Species Act is going forward, that reciprocity, which means that if you're in any of the waterways that are down on the borders of the state with either Utah, Idaho, Montana, those are some of the big ones, you're not going to have to pay twice. But the Aquatic Species Act, again, we're really focusing on those mussels so they don't come in and clog up our waterways like so many states are having to fight them. Spice drugs, that's on its way out. It looks like you're not going to be able to buy those spice drugs, and again, that's providing the governor signs the bill, but that one's gone through the House and the Senate. So the spice drugs, it's on the ropes. Hunter safety, SF-71, a great bill. Right now is passed through the House. It's passed through the Senate. There's one issue that we're going to work on in conference committee, and that is about the shall offer it or may offer it language. And next week there will be a concurrence committee from the Senate and the House trying to work that language out. One of the bills that we ended the week on that drew a lot of interest was House Bill 74, the validity of marriage. That bill was heavily amended in every reading from the committee of the whole to the second reading, and today in the third and final reading. There were bills added, there were bills stripped, the language was changing, and that bill ended up passing the Senate. I had concerns with all the amendments and how it was changing, and I decided that I would go with the original language as it stands in the state of Wyoming, and that defines a marriage as between a man and a woman. We spent a lot of time this week on the budget. Wow, this mid-term budget has been a big one, and there's been a lot of argument and a lot of good thought and process have gone into it. We've funded some big issues, but really it's humbling to see the cost of government. And it's not just when I say the cost of government, I'm really talking about the cost of services to the community and the public. So again, have a great weekend. We're looking forward to it, and we'll be back here next week. Thank you.